Welcome. It is Master Motivators Monday. Welcome, everybody. Glad you all could be here. Welcome to Master Motivators Monday.
The revolution will not be televised.
I like to say I meditate on what it is I'm going to work on, or I meditate on the canvas, and after a while,
statements out to the people through his work. And you do the same thing, Q, so you're representing very well here on being the Malcolm Jamal Warner tribute. Now we're going to take some time right now to see Malcolm Jamal in action right here on the BAF Solutions Network.
Yes, join us, BAF.Solutions. Welcome to Master Motivators Monday. Today I'd like to talk about Babatunde Olatunji. He is our master motivator. Yes, he brought djembe to the Americas, and he will leave on his legacy because he showed a lot of people, as you see on the side, Famadou Konate, these people that have been drumming for a long time, and they've been coming, giving us a lot of things to pass the baton. So here I am to help support.
Greetings, Alafia, peace and love to you. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share with you a very wonderful, exciting, memorable childhood experiences, as well as my inkling of the knowledge of a very wonderful, powerful, provocative, evocative, universal instrument other than the human voice, the drum.
Drum.
I'm talking about the drum.
Ashe.
Francis Bebe, a noted African musicologist, said about the drum as the instrument that expresses our inner feelings. How right can you be? This is true. Vast range of drums of varying materials and sizes and heights, and uses as well, are really the instruments that describe the true meaning of African music. Before drums were made, man, really, or woman, amuse himself or herself, the clapping of hands, the tapping of the feet. Because of our imitative capacity, we are able to imitate birds, running brooks. We are able to write and compose, listening to sounds.
Yes, I actually have animals carved on here as well. So we have animals that are carved and things that go onto the drum. This artistry is so important, and being connected to nature is very important as well.
Drums carved out of big trunk of trees became instruments to communicate with, to send messages from one village to another. Instruments used to heal wounds. Instrument used to bring people on all levels together. So for 55 years of my life, growing up in a wonderful community of Ajido, a small fishing village, I was able to stay with the masters and learn how to play this instrument. Come with me, join me, give me the opportunity to share with you that knowledge, that excitement, that experience, and you will not regret it.
What if
Ashe. So Babatunde Olatunji has more that he can show to you all. He actually has some great videos that include the type of way that you play the drum. So those are very important. The way you play it, the way that your hands are, that technique is very important. So playing the drums is important. So you have to do some research. And Babatunde Olatunji is one of those people, as I've done a lot of research on the drums, he's one of those ones that come up and talk master motivators like Mama D. Keita, and also some of the people that I'll highlight today are organizations that I drum with, which is Igbe Guma, also St. Conscious, GYM Mata, and Uhuru. Those are some of the long-running drum and dance groups that are here today. And there are festivals as well, Ayatoro's Drum and Dance Festival, as well as Jolie Kellen. They all have drum festivals as well. So there are a lot of organizations, and throughout the weeks, I'll keep on highlighting them. And first, love for you all to go ahead. Let's get connected to nature. Let's get connected to the breath. We have a lot to be thankful for. There is the holiday season, and we're glad that you all are here. All right, so let's go ahead and sit on up tall. Let's go ahead and get some good breath in there, and we'll resonate on our BAF commercial while we do that. All right, let's all breathe in and breathe out. All right, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Ooh, we're so connected to the breath. Breathe out. We're connected to nature. Breathe in all of the elements. Breathe in. Connected to the wood. Connected to the earth. Breathe out. Connected to the land. And breathe in. And breathe out. These are electromagnetic frequencies here. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, let's get connected to BAF. Let's have our intentions come together. Let's go ahead and breathe in together. Breathe that good prana, that life force energy into the belly. Poke the belly out, and then let it all go out and collapse the belly. Ashe. So our ancestors really knew what they were doing. These are electromagnetic frequencies here bass tone slap, and we are connected to the ancestors here at BAF. So that's why we're building our pyramid houses. We're building A-frame homes so that we can have our own municipality, have our own land, and have our own jurisdiction over that land and anything that goes on in our community. We want everybody to come together and actually create community. Some people like to live in your community but don't want to be communal. So we're actually bringing in community, and we're showcasing the world that together we can rise. So we like to come alive in 2025 through Kwanzaa 365, and together we rise. So I actually want to highlight some of the people. Here's some of the ancestors. Well, they are still alive. Here are some of the elders. My apologies. Here's some of the elders that are here. Mama Teresa, got to play with her this weekend at a going away ceremony for somebody named Sambo Bay, and he was reminding me of Chief Bay, which Chief Bay is a master motivator as well. Chief Bay is one of the drummers that have been able to transform the lives of many as well. So we also have Baba Yusuf there. Baba Yusuf Crowder is there with the Igbe Iguma drum and dance group. He's my mentor. So he actually showed me how to make this chair and also many other wooden creations. So he has a business called Wood is Wonderful. So we also have Baba Barago, Jakuma, Mali. So we've got a few people. That's me in the back. So we've got more and more people that come through and drum with us every Sunday at the Westview Makerspace. So here you see us at Westview Makerspace. And then you'll see our posts. You'll see some of the photos where we go to the events, any events that we drum at. And it's always rocking. There's always people really rocking. We got younger, older. That's Nakai right there. Baba Jakuma. So you can hear those tones and slaps very well. That's something that you'll find within the drum music. You'll find the bass, tone, and slap. So you'll find those are important. The bass, tone, and slap is so important. You'll find those in the rhythms. And there's Baba Awatunde, Baba Frankie, who has been teaching us. And you all got to hear from him last Wednesday. We actually featured Wantanara, and he actually talked about the spirit of the drum and how important it is in spiritual ceremonies and many different aspects. So shout out to Wantanara. They have an amazing organization as well. So I'm so glad to be a part of them as well. So we come together, and you know, not every rhythm is just gonna be verbatim. So there's always that flexibility where we're learning together, and there's so many different ways that you can come. Like this is ballet style, which means that the drums are on the floor and one drummer plays all three drums. But you can also have these drums, the dundumba is called, where the drums are actually lined up on stands. So and then he gets real funky. Yeah, so we learn a lot with our group. That's Igbe Iguma at Westview Makerspace. Learning a lot. We have also another another performance there where we're singing a song, and these songs are very special. A lot of the languages are getting lost, so we actually highlight these rhythms. So sometimes it's not just the drum. There's more to it. The voice is important, your spirit, the intention behind why you're drumming. This was actually at a STEM conference for women. So and then you'll find, speaking of women, there are all women groups as well. So you'll find people that are coming together for certain intentions, and you'll find we were playing for an all women STEM conference. And it's very important to bring in more of the aspects of life, which is why I'd like to showcase GYM Mata. I actually met Baba Yusuf at a GYM Mata conference back in 2021, and we were able to work together. And GYM Mata, he actually taught a lot of the rhythms that GYM Mata plays. And Miss Tambra Harris back there, she is amazing. Definitely look forward to interviewing her. Definitely got to reach out to her, and actually got to meet got to play with, I've met her before, but I got to play with one of the founding mothers of GYM Mata Omelika, and she's been rocking the beat. She's been drumming for a while, and we also got to play with Mama Sammy back there too. So there's a lot of people, Angelica, there's a lot of people in there that are doing great things. As you can see, it's very entertaining, very lively. They're all in one accord. Look at them. All the sticks are in the exact same place. They're all in the groove, right? You can just see it right there. And they actually sing songs as well. And then it's interesting learning in the Hausa language from Nigeria, our name means elephant women, and is a term given to the leaders of women's organizations there in Nigeria. Just like elephants, we are multi-generational herd. We nurture one another, lead one another, and maintain our culture with dignity and grace. So they are an amazing organization. Miss Tambra Harris is doing amazing things. So I look forward to inviting her and having her come on board with us. And all these sisters right here, I just got to drum with a couple of them just this weekend and last weekend. Got to drum with them at the Wantanara Festival. So they are amazing, and they actually have classes on Sundays. On Sundays, they have classes at Moving in the Spirit. So let's watch this video real quick.
Your sister. I am Tambra Omiale Harris, the artistic director of GYM Mata, the dynamic, soul-stirring, all-sister dance, percussion, and vocal ensemble. We're dynamic because we're ever evolving, a company of Black women, sisters by nature of our work, creating together, learning, growing, and leading together. Although much of our repertoire comes from the Bambara, the Baga, Malinke, and the Susu people of West Africa, we represent the aesthetics of Black womanhood all throughout the diaspora. It's in our walk, it's in the sway of our hips, it's in our palms, it's in our clothes, it's in our connection, it's in our hair, our adornment. It is the very culture that connects us with one another and with our audiences. Whether you are with your family, your sister girls, your job, or an organization, with GYM Mata on the scene, expect to be engaged fully, to shout, to laugh, and to move with us.
Ashe, GYM Mata. Woo, man. Beautiful black women doing their thing. So definitely invite you to go to their website. Definitely one of the premier drum and dance groups here in Atlanta. So I'd love for you all to go ahead and go there. And as we take a break, our first commercial will be with drums, drones, and dreams. So I have highlighted the drums, drones, and dreams program before, and you all will see. Oh, looks like, hope that sound came through for you all, but I'll be able to play that again another time. So here we have the Drums, Drones, and Dreams program. I've been doing a lot to bring our culture together as well. So I've been able to provide drums and drones classes. So you can find me here at the Chemic Club, and we can work with different times. I've allowed for 3:30 to 6 p.m. to be a time where I host students for the drums and drones classes, but I do have more time, especially in the AM and even the evenings. If you all would like to have a drums and drones class or a workshop at your school, then I'd be happy to help. It is important to highlight the culture, highlight where we came from, our ancestors, give respect to the land, and drums and drones is a great way to do that. We bring together, just like where I went to school, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, we actually bring together a lot that we embody. So we actually bring the agriculture and the technical, and we actually bring the past and the future, past, present, future, and bring it with Afrofuturism. So I invite you all to go to drumsanddrones.com. And I've also been able to make more wooden creations. So here you'll find an Ankh chair. So a chair that you can sit in, and it has two parts. It's got the bottom where you actually sit, and then you slide it through, and then you can have more storage for a different time. So you can actually store it in your car. It's a great place to just lay down in the trunk of your car, and then you just slide this right here. It's great for outdoors, great for on the go. And then you just slide it down, and boom, there you have your wooden created chair. And this one is carved with the Ankh. So of course we want our male and female presence here, which is why I wanted to highlight the female group, GYM Mata. GYM Mata, shout out to y'all, doing great things. So I invite you all. You can send me a message, drumsanddrones.com, or you can see my number, or you can drop a comment. And I am selling these chairs for the holidays. You'll get a great deal on it, just $99. So there's our $9.99 again, $9, each $9, and we can come together. So, and then it'll be going to support our home process as well, our new Kemet development program. So I've also been able to make skateboards. So a lot of people just think that we're crazy, that we're loose cannons and savages, some people believe. But I've come to actually change that narrative. So the name of my organization, my business here is Savage. So Savage means high-class savages. So I actually created that back in college with some friends of mine, and we said, hey, we don't want to be labeled savages. We don't want to be labeled crazy and hooligans. Nah, we got college degrees. We're doing amazing things. We got our own business. We're entrepreneurial. Everybody loves us. Why do we have to be savages? Why do people look at us that way? We say, hey, why don't we just go ahead and make a business out of our boards being broken, and instead of buying 2 boards, let's buy 10. It only makes sense. And then we can paint on them. We got a bunch of artists and painters and musicians. So man, we could really get this thing going. So we just went on and kept it up. So now you can find us Savage SK8 on Instagram, SAVAJE SK8 on Instagram, and you can actually send a message so you can order your own board. So we've actually been able to travel around the world and provide skateboards for people all around the world. So we have different creations. We can make anything work pretty much. We have a lot of Afrocentric designs. So this is our Back to Black partnership. Back to Black is in North Carolina. So we actually partnered with them to showcase a lot of the board's importance, to showcase a lot of our ancestors and a lot of our historical references. So Back to Black everything. And then this was my Africa board, the board I made right before I went to Botswana, South Africa. And I wanted to make a pyramid. So there you have your pyramid, and then put the fauna, the trees in there to showcase Africa. And then got more in the back. I put the RBG. So I got the red, black, and green on there so we can come through. And then there's more artistic ways that we can promote each other and support Black-owned businesses. So I have some more Black-owned businesses here that I've been able to support. So it's been an amazing time. And then, of course, here is North Carolina A&T State University. So I'm actually working on getting the skateboards at A&T's campus. So we have a lot of positive things going on here with Drums, Drones, and Dreams program. It's not just hitting the drum. Nah, there's a lot of spirit that we have. There's a lot of connections to business, entrepreneurship. There's connections to the voice and creativity with these electromagnetic frequencies, the music. Music, I always say it, music is the only thing that stimulates every cell in the brain. And then we have more that we can add in with the drones. So more technology, that's very important, because we have to have a seat at the table. If not, then people are gonna make the decisions for us. So it's important to come together. Let's build our community. And something that I say a lot, I know I have the ability to achieve my definite chief aim in life, and therefore I demand of myself persistent and consistent action toward its attainment, and I hereby promise to render such action. I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves through outward physical action and gradually transform themselves through outward physical reality. Therefore, I demand of myself 30 minutes a day with the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, hereby creating a clear mental picture of that person in my mind. I realize through the principle of autosuggestion, any burning desire I hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I demand of myself 10 minutes daily upon the development of self-confidence. I've clearly written a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I demand of myself persistent and consistent action toward its attainment. I realize no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to see and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. Others will believe in me because of my willingness to believe in them and in myself. I will eliminate selfishness, hatred, cynicism, developing love for all humanity, because I realize a negative attitude toward others will never bring success. I sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually transform me into a reliable and successful person. So there's your motivation for the day. We have drums, drones, and dreams. So I invite you all, you can send me a message on drumsanddrones.com. And we have a few more organizations that I'd love to highlight. I'd love for you all to check out, of course, Westview Makerspace at 3 p.m. You can find Igbe Uguma. So at 3 p.m. That's 2 p.m. now that it's daylight savings time. 2 p.m. you can find Igbe Iguma at Westview Makerspace. So Westview Makerspace is an amazing organization. I invite you all. There's Westview Makerspace, the IET. And he's a Haitian, and he's been uplifting a lot of the Haitian aspects. A lot of respect goes to the Haitians. So there we have Igbe Iguma, a lot of folks that come out, young and old. Also St. Conscious Drum and Dance Group. They've been doing an amazing job coming together and creating Sankofa consciousness. So they actually go back and get it and bring it to us. And that's what Sankofa is all about. So St. Conscious is an amazing drum group. They've been having drum and dance class on Fridays at the Arts Exchange. So on Fridays at the Arts Exchange, oh, there I am, okay. Yeah, always have on great outfits and everything. Always a pleasure to play with them. And the dancers, so they're actually looking for more dancers. So if you'd like to work with St. Conscious, then you can actually be a dancer and a drummer, and you can actually go many places with St. Conscious and actually support. As you see, there's a lot of people that's with them that support St. Conscious, and they do drum circles. So that was one of the drum circles which we do during the spring and summertime, because right now it's a little bit more chilly. So on Saturdays, we've been doing drum circles. But here's what the arts class, West African dance class looks like at the I Am Arts Foundation at the Arts Exchange. So we're actually connected at the Arts Exchange. So on Fridays from 7 to 8:30, and it's now every other Friday. So we just had a practice last week, so we're gonna have another one next week. But here's the flyer. The Drum and Dance Ensemble now seeking dancers to collaborate with drummers. No experience needed, just be willing to learn and grow with us. Ashe. So you can shout out to St. Conscious Drum. You can find them on Instagram at St. Conscious Drum. And also Uhuru. Uhuru is an amazing organization. On Saturdays, they do their rehearsals every Saturday. They actually have a drum and dance class. So on Saturdays, they'll have it at 10 a.m. And then there's a special program with Uhuru on Saturday, December 27th. So that's the same day that we're having our Kwanzaa ceremony, 1227. I know that date real well because that's my parents' anniversary day. So seeing 1227 is very important for me and my numerology. So on December 27th, join Uhuru with the Kwanzaa program, and it's gonna be free dance class at 10 a.m. and a free Kwanzaa program at 12. So that is very important. Uhuru is the longest running drum and dance group in Atlanta. All right, so Baba Yusuf actually was one of the first drummers with Uhuru. So I am honored to be able to put what he taught me and actually put it to use. So he's the one that showed me how to make this chair. He's the one that knows how to make drums. So I've been buddy with him. I've been right there with him, and I want to support Baba Yusuf Crowder because, man, he's a living legend, and we got to learn from our elders while we still have the opportunity. So you'll see some more organizations martial arts organization, a Shaker Ray, an all Shaker Ray group. So they just play the Shaker Ray, and sometimes they'll have some accompaniment drummers, but a lot of times you're just hearing that Shaker Ray, that and it's just beautiful. They're singing and dancing with that Shaker Ray. So Igbe's Shaker Ray is amazing, and they're gonna have more activities and more events for the Kwanzaa program. So I'm definitely gonna make it to that. That's gonna be amazing out in Stone Mountain, and we always love to support. Got to play with these brothers recently, Baba Jabri with Wantanara, and also got to play with him. So man, there's amazing people. Uhuru is amazing. And a lot of people came out of Uhuru and actually made some of these organizations that I'm showing you now. So there's GYM, Mata, San Conscious, Igbe Guma, and Uhuru. You also heard about Igbe Shaker Ray. You also heard about Wantanara. We got to interview Frankie from Wantanara last Wednesday on the Weather Wherever Wednesday. So you can actually check that out and find some of that connection through the spirit of the drum. And it's so important. I always say music is the only thing that stimulates every cell in the brain. And then what happens when that is going through your brain? You start moving, right? Your body just starts moving out of nowhere. So it's important that we keep that rhythm going and we actually move through any issues that we have. We need to keep on moving. We have to keep dancing. We have to keep singing. We have to keep drumming. It makes you feel good. It makes you release any energies that don't serve you. Helps you to stomp on the ground. You know, you're on that wood floor, which is the closest thing you can get to dancing on the ground outside. So there's a lot of connections. You can see here one of the spiritual aspects, wearing all white. So white is a spiritual color, and the dress that they wear and we wear is very important because it symbolizes our people. It symbolizes our creativity. It shows the beauty. Like this one right here, it shows the beauty, shows the flares, the different countries where our rhythms come from, shows different languages, shows different stories. There's stories in these prints right here. You know, there's the Dinker symbols and there's electromagnetic frequencies. What does that look like? That looks just like a frequency coming from the sound frequencies, right? And then the red, the black, the green, the yellow, everything holds importance. Being connected with the sun, the earth, the fire, the moon, animals. So I definitely invite you all to come on out and participate with some of our organizations that are around Atlanta. This is quoted as the Black Mecca, and there's a reason why, because we've been coming together and actually showcasing our people, showcasing our culture. So I would love to play a song for you, and this is in highlight of Babatunde Olatunji. He actually taught Mama Diketa, and man, just an amazing brother. You can find his videos on YouTube, and taught people like Chief Bey, who brought the djembe to America and made it very popular here as well. And actually being innovators and being innovative, we've been able to create a system. They created a system. I say our people, our ancestors. That's why I say we. But our ancestors were able to create a system of these 3 metal rings. So the way that we tune our drums today with on our djembes actually is an innovation. Because before you might have some wooden pegs that you have to twist, or you might have to put your skin on a fire to make it stretch and make it tighter. But here you can actually go through a process where you're looping it together and then you pull, and you're tightening. And that's why you see these designs coming through from the sides. So we actually come together, we tune our drums up, and it's a very connecting feeling tuning your own drum and actually playing your own drum. So just to finish off, there's a rhythm that Babatunde Olatunji likes to play, and I actually heard this on the Santana record, the Santana's album, and he was playing it, and I never knew that Babatunde Olatunji was the one that actually created the song. Santana was the one that came with the song after Babatunde Olatunji, and you can find our culture coming together, just like we were talking yesterday. I invite you all to check out Sinner Sunday dinner. We talk about the spiritual aspects between the Sinners movie and also music, and my mom leads it. So shout out to Miss Julie Gordon. And just to finish us out, jingle, jingle bell. Yeah, so that's Jingle Bell. That is a lot of the drum and dance groups here in Atlanta I would love to promote. So I'd love for you all to come together. Let's go ahead and build our community. Let's be strong. You already know. Let's come together in 2025. Let's come alive through Kwanzaa 365, and together we rise. And it's getting closer to Kwanzaa. Check us out. Go to our YouTube, go to our internet, go to our Facebook page, our Instagram. We're posting a lot this holiday season. So we're gonna have more and more. There's gonna be more and more classes. We've got a lot to motivate you and your family. And any way that you get motivated, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to learn more about you and your connection to the drum, the drones, the dreams. So I'd love to hear more about how we can integrate everything that we have together. We have the drum, we have our wooden chairs, our skateboards, and we can put more together through the Black Achievement Fund. So everything we need, we have in our community. So I'd love for you all to check out BAF.solutions. And you already know, at the end, we like to come together. Let's huddle together, bring our fists in. 1, 2, 3. Master Motivators! Ashe, thank you all. Let's motivate the people to do something great. I am a revolutionary. The revolution is televised here at BAF Solutions Network. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Ashe, ashe. We'll see you all soon. Much love. Peace.